The entire Crocker tournament விளையாடுற ஒரே ஸ்கூல் உலகத்துல டான் பாஸ்கோ எக்மோர் மட்டும்தான். நம்ம வேர்ல்ட் கப் கிரிக்கெட்லாம் பார்த்துருக்கோம். வேர்ல்ட் கப் கிரிக்கெட் ஃபைனல்ஸ்லாம் பார்க்குறது அப்படின்றது ஒரு ரொம்ப பெரிய விஷயம், ரொம்ப ஈஸிலாம் கிடையாது. அது மாதிரி ஒரு வேர்ல்ட் கப் மேட்ச் தான் இப்போ நம்ம ஊரில் நடக்குது, அதுவும் சென்னையில் நடக்குது. என்னது சென்னையில் வேர்ல்ட் கப், அதுவும் நம்ம ஊர்லையா? ஆமாம், டான் பாஸ்கோ எக்மோரில் தான் நடக்குது. இது கிராக்கர் வேர்ல்ட் கப், கிரிக்கெட் வேர்ல்ட் கப் கிடையாது. இந்த என்டையர் வேர்ல்ட் கப்பு, இந்த என்டையர் கிராக்கர் டோர்னமெண்ட் விளையாடுற ஒரே ஸ்கூல் உலகத்தில் டான் பாஸ்கோ எக்மோர் மட்டும்தான். அந்த இடத்துல இருந்து தான் உங்களோட பேசிக்கிட்டு இருக்கேன். பாஸ்ட் பீப்புள் அசோசியேஷன் நடத்துகிறாங்க. ப்ராக்டிஸ் பண்ணுறதுக்கு வேர்ல்ட் கப் கிராக்கர் பேட்டு பால்லாம் கொடுத்துருக்காங்க. கிட்டத்தட்ட நம்ம கிரிக்கெட் மாதிரி தான் இந்த கேம் இருக்கும், நம்ம பேஸ்பால் மாதிரியும் சொல்லலாம். இங்க பாருங்க, கப்ஸ் எல்லாம் அழகா வச்சிருக்காங்க வேர்ல்ட் கப் கிராக்கர் ஃபைனலுக்கு. We have with us Reggie Joseph, one of the illustrious past peoples of Don Bosco DB Egmore. Reggie, thank you so much. Excited to have you at the Crocker World Cup. Are you going to be playing? Looks like you're not going to be playing.
Sadly, I'm not playing. So I'm thought I'd leave it to the experts. So yeah, but it's a great initiative that all of us come together to play a game which is played only in Don Bosco and perhaps nowhere else in the world. So thankfully, we get the chance of calling this the World Cup Crocker Tournament.
Are you excited about the World Cup?
Oh, absolutely. And I hope we have a very strong competition. I think a lot of people have come, a lot of stars have come, a lot of my old buddies. Yeah.
Let's call our buddy too. Yeah.
I wish Don Bosco and all the players the very best.
Thank you so much, Reggie. Thank you for joining us. இங்க தான் விஜய் அமிர்தராஜ், விஸ்வநாதன் ஆனந்த் எல்லாம் படிச்சாங்க.
Prashanth, please come forward. Guys, first and foremost, let's give Archand a round of applause for everyone being part of this. Thank you so much for coming today. That's so important.
Prashanth, good to see you. 1990 batch. So it's awesome. How is it being back in school?
It's always good, yeah. It's about, being where you had the best memories of life, being with the joining the boys and having the best, whatever fun you had as a kid, you coming back and being with your friends is the best feeling ever.
நான் ஏற்கனவே சொன்ன மாதிரி நீங்க பாருங்க, கூகுள் பண்ணி பாருங்க, நிறைய பேர் தேடி பாத்தீங்கன்னா அவங்கலாம் நிறைய பேர் டான் பாஸ்கோட படிச்சிருப்பாங்க. இல்லனா டான் பாஸ்கோட என்ன மாதிரி ஒரு கனெக்ஷன் இருக்கும். பிரசாந்த், உங்களுடைய early life பத்தி சொல்லுங்க. டான் பாஸ்கோல எப்படி இருந்தது?
எப்படினா like luckily I was on every sport, so and especially Crocker and all the baseball and all sport was available that time in DB. So we had fun, being on the being the PT exercise team or all the classes. The teachers were strict. I'm not going to hide the fact, but they were strict for a reason. We didn't understand that time, but as friends we had the best life, like adigiradhu, oradhu, everything was part of life, and so many memories that you can just count on, and now meeting them, and this is an excuse to meet them, and I feel really nice and wonderful to be here.
Sujit is also in the 1990 batch.
He is.
Oh, it's awesome. Yeah, Sujit does an awesome job bringing all the people together.
He is actually the main fulcrum of getting everyone together. He does such an awesome job of organizing so many things. Apart from this, he also like we had during the coronavirus, he made the Don Bosco school as one of the places where people can get treated, as one of the base camps, and he did so much. So Sujit and all the people associated with him, and we had so many guys like Sunil and so forth. Then we have Sanjay Wadhwa, a lot of esteemed people who has been behind the scenes, whose names we don't hear, but a lot of DB guys have really done a lot. And the doctors have let me pass people da.
Pass people da. Yeah.
Okay, so at the team it was all people who volunteered, and everyone is doing it not because it's some ulterior motive, but it's all out of the passion and what they want to do, give back to the society. So adala vandu romba pidicha vishayam idu, and I'm also a part of it all of that.
Yeah, it's very nice, and also the school kind of brings people together. In the alumni association is kind of one of its kind in the world la kuda solla. Ena pathina college la kuda ipo Stanford alumni, Harvard alumni la irukku, but adu mari DB alumni, dbppa, it's also going worldwide abindrathu. It's an amazing thing. It's a
great thing. It's a great thing. So I wish all the guys the very best, and pleasure meeting you.
Thank you, Prashanth. Nice meeting
you. Meeting all them. Hey guys, all ready. Have a great time, and camera kuda hi sonar, ungalku hi.
I'm really glad that the World Cup Crocker is happening in our school.
Yeah, it's very nice. I see so many participating and so much of joy. And when we see our past people happy, when you are working hard all through your life, one day to relax with your companions and friends, and that is shown on their faces. So happy to conduct this event, make you all happy. We also remain happy by doing that.
Thank you for encouraging the Past People Association, Father. It means a lot to us.
I believe not in structures, but in authentic relationship. And when you relate to each other, we can help each other, also grow positively towards our own goal. Our goal is to be happy and holy in this world.
Father, it's really exciting that the school is organizing a global reunion in Dallas, Texas, in the US. So it's awesome. So tell us about that, Father.
Yeah, we said it's not just meeting here, meeting our students all over the world. Even from India, people can fly to US and meet friends there in US, share our experiences, our best practices that we had in the school. Because Don Bosco taught us a very gentle, important method, not by blows, but by gentleness and love. That you experience in your life. We want to share to the global level, at the global level, that you are what you are today because of Don Bosco. Dream as he dreamt in his life. And then we have a focus that convert the wolves into lambs. Wolves means all the misbehavior, all the bad things that you did, you can remember. But over the years, today you become lambs, calm, composed, peaceful. We want people of your nature to love this world and remain as global citizens and embrace this love and kindness that Don Bosco taught you.
It's awesome that the DB alumni meet or the dbppa meet is happening in Dallas, Texas in the US.
Yeah.
Really excited. Father, thanks for doing this.
Thank you. God bless you. Thank you.
நம்மளோட டாக்டர் குகன் இருக்காரு. டாக்டர் குகன், இது எப்படி நீங்க நிறைய வாட்டி இந்த க்ரோக்கர் டோர்னமெண்ட்லாம் வர மாட்டீங்க, பட் இந்த வாட்டி வந்திருக்கீங்க. நல்லா எனர்ஜெட்டிக்கா பண்ணதுனால வந்தீங்களா? என்னது இது?
வெயிட் ரெடியூஸ் பண்ணதுனால இந்த வாட்டி க்ரோக்கர் ஆடலாமேன்னு வந்திருக்கேன். I was overweight. இப்போ for the past 1.5 years since I'm into fitness, I thought why not come and play for the school.
So Vidya is one of the big surgeons in Chennai. Head and neck surgeon. Vidya, you want to say something?
No, I'm happy to be here. The first time I've played in school, so hopefully looking forward to the game.
Awesome, yeah, cool. So you want to say something?
Looking forward for a great of good fun and good games and good spirit of catching up with our good old buddies.
So how is it played? Yeah.
So it's played usually like, we have a baseball bat.
Okay.
And we have a ball which looks like a baseball. I'm not sure if it's a baseball. It's a hybrid, I think hybrid between cricket and Crocker and maybe French cricket also, no? I don't know. Yeah, slightly bigger and you run sideways. Mistake most of us make who are playing cricket we'll run towards the bowler. So we have to run sideways and it's underarm bowling.
Underarm bowling.
Underarm bowling. Yeah. And then we have a concept of half out.
Half outs, yeah.
Yeah.
So what is a half out?
So half out is just, I'm sure some of our seniors invented it so that they could have a second gaji. So like for example, if it's a played on, it's a half out. If it hits your leg, any part of your body, it's half out. If you hit the ball and you don't run, it's half out. And if you hit the ball and run on the 8th ball, we play 8 ball overs. Australia used to have 8 ball overs many years back, maybe even before we were born. So the last ball you're not supposed to run.
Can you also tell us about the history of the game, if you don't mind, really quick?
We know that it started somewhere in the 60s or 70s.
Yeah.
It started by our seniors. And we never had these stumps and all. Always a tree was a stump.
Yeah.
And it's basically like it's a game that doesn't stop. You're playing constant.
Okay.
So it's a good time to look at your heartbeat rates on your watches.
Thank you. Yeah, excited. Thank you, Ashwin. Yeah. நம்மளுடைய பள்ளி நண்பர் டாக்டர் குகன் இருக்காரு. குகன், சொல்லுங்க, எப்படி இருந்தது இந்த கேம்? நல்லா ஆடுனீங்க. நீங்க இந்த அளவுக்கு ஆடுவீங்கன்னு நான் உண்மையாவே எதிர்பார்க்கல, பட் வெரி இன்ஸ்பிரேஷனல் டு see you.
இல்ல, அதான் ஸ்கூல்ல விட்டு பாஸ் அவுட் ஆகி தான் என்னோட ஃபர்ஸ்ட் க்ரோக்கர் டோர்னமெண்ட். I was not able to make it all these years. So I'm happy. வந்த first game we won against the 95 batch. நாங்க 97 batch. I contributed around 26 runs and it was great. 26
runs மட்டும் கான்ட்ரிபியூட் பண்ணல குகன். ஆக்சுவலா நல்லாவும் போல் பண்ணாரு. ரொம்ப நல்லா போல் பண்ணீங்க குகன். நீங்க இந்த அளவுக்கு க்ரோக்கர் ஆடுவீங்கன்றது ரொம்ப நல்லா இருந்தது. பட் நீங்க புல் அப்ஸ்லாம் பயங்கரமா எடுக்கிறீங்க. நமக்கே இப்ப பண்ணணும் அப்படின்னு தோணுது. அது எப்படி?
இல்ல அதான் being in medical profession, lot of young age 30 வயசுக்குள்ள நிறைய பேருக்கு சுகர் வந்துருது, பிபி வந்துருது, இன்சோம்னியா, லேக் ஆஃப் ஸ்லீப், இது எல்லாத்தையுமே சஃபர் பண்றாங்க. ஸோ இவங்களுக்குலாம் அட்வைஸ் பண்ணும்போது நம்மளே இவ்வளோ பெரிய தொப்பை வச்சுட்டு இருந்தா சரி வராது இல்லை. ஸோ காலையில் ஏன்ச்ச உடனே டெல் எவ்ரிபடி, ஃபர்ஸ்ட் டியூட்டி இஸ் டு யுவர் பாடி, செகண்ட் டு யுவர் ஃபேமிலி அண்ட் ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸ், தேர்ட் ஒன்லி கம்ஸ் யுவர் ப்ரொஃபஷன். ஸோ ஃபார் த பாஸ்ட் 1.5 years I've been training at least 300 days out of 365 days. So இப்போ நான் வந்து ஒரு அட்வைஸ் சொன்னா சீரியஸா எடுத்துப்பாங்க. லாஸ்ட் டைம் கார்த்திகை பார்த்தது ஸ்டேட்ஸ்ல. So அதுக்கப்புறம் ஆல்மோஸ்ட் 1 year கழிச்சு பார்க்கறேன்.
Okay.
It's really nice that you made it for the
All right, definitely. Thank you. படிக்கும்போது ஸ்கூல்ல எல்லாம் விளையாடு அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு டீச்சர்ஸ்லாம் சொல்லுவாங்க. ஓவரால் ஆல்ரவுண்ட் கரிக்குலம் ரொம்ப இம்பார்ட்டன்ட். அது மாதிரி ஆல்ரவுண்ட் கரிக்குலம் இருக்கும்போது நம்மளுடைய ஹெல்த்தி லிவிங் அப்படின்றது நல்லா வளரும். அதை வந்து டான் பாஸ்கோ வந்து ஸ்கூலில் நல்லா சொல்லிக் கொடுத்தாங்க. ஏன்னா டான் பாஸ்கோவில் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா ஸ்டடீஸ் மட்டும் இல்லாமல் எல்லா ஆக்டிவிட்டீஸ்க்கும் நிறைய இம்பார்ட்டன்ஸ் கொடுப்பாங்க. ஸோ we have with us two illustrious past peoples of DB Egmore, Sunil Reddy and Patabi Ramarao, right, from the 1990 batch. So Sunil is also one of the sponsors of the event. Sunil, thanks for doing this. Work easy. Sunil, and how is it being back in school?
Oh, great. We try, and I mean the 90 batch especially. I don't know about the others, but the 90 batch we make it a point to come and spend time in school at least a few times a year. We play this game Crocker, which is only it's we have a very strong attachment to this game, being Don Bosco students. So it's been fun and brings back a lot of old memories. It's not about any competition or something. It's just that basically it's the brotherhood that we have maintained, and it's been perfect.
And we also have with us Patabi Ramarao. I didn't know this, but his name is on the notice board for a good reason. So he was the topper. So I saw that you got 1130 or something in the 1990s.
A very long time ago, yes.
So how's it being back in school, Patabi?
We come every year, like Sunil said. It's great to come back here because, like Sunil, me, Sujit, all of us are lifers with Don Bosco. We started in kindergarten, studied straight through to the 12th standard. It was a very long time ago, but this school has great, very fond memories for each of us, and it's a pleasure to come back and a pleasure to be associated with Don Bosco in every which way we can.
So we have with us Thomas Philip from the 1971 batch. Sir, great to see you, and it's a pleasure to have you back in the school. And how are you doing?
This school brings memories back for the lovely teachers we had, for the rapport they had with us, and I will cherish, as do both my sons who are also past pupils now. Crocker was, we had more trees in the ground that time, so we had more stumps to play with. Crocker was one of our sports which, lunchtime and interval sports for which we would gladly give up our lunch, and Crocker still has great memories for me because it was a game anybody could play. You didn't, footwork wasn't important, hand-eye coordination was not important. As long as you hit the ball, you ran. So I have great memories. I'm very happy to see a lot of youngsters playing Crocker, and I encourage those who have not come today to not to miss an opportunity.
Lovely bowling, man. Oh!
So we are very happy to have our finals of 2024 Crocker ICC World Cup being held here in Don Bosco Egmore. We have our chief guest, our honored, Michael Sundar Master. We are very happy to see you here, sir. We invite you, sir, to kindly throw the bat, and we have the opposing team captains here. Captain Hussain from 2005, Captain Ron from 1990. Though he looks like a 2000 passed out student, so he's going to throw, and we have we can please start. Thank you, sir. Interesting catch, building it up, going on top. Yes, among the to reach this position, the 1990 had a very interesting and tough match. We have already come to the top. Okay, here 1995, Hussain has caught on the catch. Well, his fingers are open. He's leaving some space for the finger. Yes, yes. You need to leave some space. You need to have some gap there. So you cannot cover everything. You cannot cover. So kindly see. Yes, we have seen. That's it. And then we have seen again. There's a bit more coverage there. There is some gap there on top. Captain Ron is evaluating situation whether we can hold it on. Yes, that's on the top. Yeah. So therefore we can see that some gap there. We can see some gap there. We can see some gap there. Yes, he's held it up. He's held it. He's held it. He's got a hold. He's got a hold. Oh, okay, okay. So then Captain Hussain has won the toss. What do you propose, Captain?
We'll bat first.
Okay, though Mr. Rose has already gone to take his place there. So you can see him there. There he's there at the side there. Okay, he's looking at it at the pitch, evaluating, and there are other people also ready to assist him. So then we will see that we start the game soon, and it's been a sunny day. It's been a bright evening.
Sujit is the president of the dbppa, Don Bosco Past People Association, and Shadan is the secretary. We have an amazing team. I feel, it's probably one of the best associations in India. I mean, I think, it's one of the best associations in India. You guys bring the school together. So, first off, let me start with you, Sujit. I mean, you put together an amazing event. Tell us about it.
So, Crocker is an event which has been played by the PPA for many decades. Recently, we have introduced other sports as well. This is something which draws the maximum number of past people to come to the school and play. So as you've seen from 1990 to 2006 and even matches beyond that come to play this game. It's a very interesting sport only played in our school. As far as Crocker goes, we have other games also which we conduct. We do all these things so that we get the past people to come back in some sort of sporting activity, come have a day out, and I just feel a little good being back in school.
No, that's awesome, right? And you guys also played really well. You were the runners-up in the whole competition. That's good. 2005 batch 1. But let me ask you, Shadan, I mean, the Past People Association is doing a lot of work, and like Sujit said, you guys have events all around. How do you find time to do all this? And you're one of the big lawyers as well, but where do you find time?
I think it's a constant challenge, but at the end of the day, it's prioritizing what you're doing. So you don a lot of hats, but when it comes to an event of a DV Egmore, then automatically you tend to take that with more priority and more emphasis. And we have a great team, as you rightly said. I think working with Sujit has been a phenomenal, aspect for me of learning and also organizing things. I think he's also very busy with his own work. He's a big business magnate himself, so he is able to take time out, and it's a lot simpler for me. Having said that, I think we sync really well. We know getting into it that our priority is the interest of the past pupils of Don Bosco Egmore, the interest of the Salesians, the teachers. So I think it's a very broad spectrum. It's not just past people that we actually deal with. We have to take care of the interests of the school, the Salesians, the teachers, both present as well as past. So it's a lot of responsibility, but it comes, I think, naturally. The DB spirit is there in all of us. So it just comes spontaneously, so we don't think twice about it. Yes, work is always there, but you have to prioritize, do this and that, and juggle various hats and be good at whatever you do, right?
So just one thing I want to ask you is, Shadan talked about learning from you. I also learned from you, kind of observing the different things you do. I think, you do great work, ever since you took over as president. You've kind of kept the entire past pupil association or the community, the DB community, very active, right? So what are some leadership lessons you would like to share for the other schools out there? Because I feel, it's just not about DB, right? Again, we are all from DB, we're very proud, but I think a lot of other schools can copy this. So what would you like to share?
So the basic sharing is the leadership. It's not only we have just learned from our predecessors. So this is a 50-year association with our various past presidents, office bearers. They have created the ecosystem, they have created the culture, very inclusive culture, giving everybody an opportunity to come in and do whatever they want. So we observe from our past leaders, learn from them, and basically we just invite what they have done, put in some of our own new ideas, and then take it forward. So we are very, as you said, this is a little unique association. We have 50 years. I've been in other associations also, but this is one place where you will see, like we have Ashok Tillaya, Gopi, and all past presidents here. Everybody is so closely knit. There is nothing to do with politics, or nobody is getting into a seat, I want to be a president or a secretary or office bearer. We all just come to do something in the association. People identify you and they just support you, and then so now we are the leaders. We are sure that we will inspire the next generation to do so. So nothing much. The basic thing is Don Bosco's values. Don Bosco wanted to focus a lot on the youth, young children, predominantly underprivileged, but we are privileged that we could get his values and his teaching methods passed through the fathers and the teachers, and then passed through our past leaders. So this is just a very unique association. This is a 100% voluntary association. Like you'd see a lot of colleges and a lot of other universities, but they are all, it's not a voluntary organization. You have paid employees that are taking care of the past people activities, but this is 100% voluntary work. So we learned from our past leaders from this association, and we have taken this forward. What we have learned, we are trying to pass on to others. This is as much as it.
That's awesome, and tell us about the DB. I mean, you guys did the DB Converge a few years ago, and now you're taking it global. You're planning to do this in the US. There's a big DB community in the US. Tell us about it. When is it happening? And I mean, I think the word is slowly starting to spread. So tell us a little more about it. How can people join?
So as I said, the DB Connect is so strong. Just to take a step back from what we are doing in US, Converge was a really mega event where everybody came, everybody participated. We just got an SMS saying that something is happening in school, why don't you guys come? So I and Shraddhan first time landed in DB Egmore. After many years, we used to come to play Crocker, but to do something to the school, we came back then, and then we were identified with, we were put in sponsorship. Then later on, I came out and I was in car rally, and there were 40-50 people there. So we were just looking at each other, various people doing various roles. We didn't know who's the leader, but everybody was just doing it and getting it going. So we did in between something called DB Talk. So we reached out to, so we were planning to reach out to various successful people from Don Bosco. We reached out to 10 prominent doctors. We got them to school. We had a big event. They spoke and motivated children from various schools. Well, the surprising thing with them that all these doctors were very extremely busy doctors. But when we just reached out to them on a call, they just didn't even look at the schedule. They said, yeah, I'm going to go to that event. And then they scheduled their activities around the event. So that's the amount of priority that these past people, how busy he is doing. So we did Converge here. We have a lot of past people who have gone outside. We have about 10,000 past people who have gone out of the school. About 1,500 of them are estimated to be there in the US. So we are trying to connect them and bring them on a common platform so that they can meet, greet, and see how they can be of use to others. Similarly, other places like Australia, Singapore and all. So we have just put together a batch representative group, 2 people from each batch from 62 to 2023. So that work is half done. So we've got almost 30 batches represented in that group. Next 2 weeks we're expecting all the 60 batches to be there. So once we put it out, then we target to have the event somewhere around October, depending on the convenience of the people there. We are looking at a central location like Dallas so that people can come from East and West Coast. Some prominent past people like Vijay Amritraj, he was here last week. We honored him for getting inducted into Hall of Fame for tennis. He also, like as I said, like other prominent past people, as soon as we said it's a DB event, said yes, let me fix my schedule around that. So all top people are coming. Many more we are reaching out to. We think it will be a really good place for people to come back and meet and take forward.
Oh, it's exciting, right? So if you have not, as soon as the registration is out, please register for the DB Unite in the US. Shadan, it's been great chatting with you. Thank you, Sujit, as well. Another interesting thing I find is, Shadan is from the 95 badge, 90 badge, and I'm from 97, but still, we get to meet each other. It looks like we were on the same batch together. That was also very interesting. Shadan, any final words you would like to say?
No, I think beautifully said by Sujit. I think just want to re-emphasize that the association is what today because of all the past presidents, and it's hats off to them. We hear stories where they went door to door, canvassing and getting members to come on board. I think it's all their efforts that we are in this position today. I think it's just pure passion. It was never, as Sujit said, about any positions. We were nobody there. We just were pulled in just to help. We all came in as volunteers, never aspired to be in the committee. So that is the beauty about it. And here there are no filters amongst if you take Ashok, Gopi, they know exactly what each one of us are. You can't put on a filter like how you put on outside. So they know who this guy is and what they are, So it's very transparent. So that's the beauty about this organization. About this Converge, right? I think it was a great initiative during Nanda's period. Nanda was the president at that point of time, and the convener was Ashwin, who then took in charge of the organizing the Converge event. It was a fantastic event, one of a kind in the city for a past people association to be doing of that scale. And this particular US event, again, the catalyst is the people in the US. And they reached out to Sujit and said, let's do something in the US. So we are just trying to facilitate that at the end of the day. The interest, the entire motivation is coming from the past peoples in the US. So there is nothing that we're just trying to push and support in whatever way where we can connect the school, provide the help, support, contacts. I think that's all we are there to support them with, but it's completely run by past peoples in those jurisdictions. And that's just what I wanted to just so everybody's connected to the school. DB, I think that spirit is you can't explain that. It is just there, imbibed in it. So people just, when they find an opportunity to volunteer and bring people together, they're happy to support.
So thank you so much, Shadan. Thank you, Sujit. Thanks for your great work. So we talked a lot about Ashok Chalia sir and Gopi sir, one of the past presidents of the dbppa. So it's kind of a transition now, right? So when you do something, just gets transitioned from one president to another, and they do a phenomenal job. ரொம்ப நன்றி. இந்த வீடியோ உங்களுக்கு பயனுள்ளதாக இருந்திருக்கும்னு நினைக்கிறேன். வீடியோ பிடிச்சிருந்ததுன்னா மறக்காமல் உங்கள் நண்பர்களுக்கும் ஷேர் பண்ணுங்கள். நம்ம சேனலுக்கு சப்ஸ்கிரைப் பண்ணுங்கள். நீங்கள் சப்ஸ்கிரைப் பண்ணுறது நமக்கு ஒரு மோட்டிவேஷனாக இருக்கும். நம்மளுடைய சப்ஸ்கிரைபர் கவுண்ட்டும் இன்க்ரீஸ் ஆகும். நன்றி.